Welcome back to The Realm. My name is Elroy. Thank you very much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Skyward Sword HD and why I actually think that is a decent purchase to make and a smart announcement for Nintendo. Before I do that though, if you do enjoy this video, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the like button and leave a comment down below what you're looking forward to. And also let me know what games from the Direct you thought were awesome and what Zelda games or what packages you are hoping to come out this year for the Zelda 35th anniversary. But let's get into the video. I don't want to waste your time. I noticed on Twitter that a lot of people, and on YouTube by the way, that a lot of people were annoyed that Skyward Sword HD was the reveal game for that Direct, and people were kind of upset that we didn't get maybe Breath of the Wild 2 news, and a lot of people were saying it doesn't make sense to have that game. If you want to play that game, you can just purchase it on the Wii, or you can get it on the Wii U and it's much cheaper. And that, look, on the surface, that makes a lot of sense, right? It sounds like it's really easy. I mean, if you look online at the moment on the Wii, and this is going to be Australian prices by the way, I'm not sure of the American prices or anywhere else for the Wii physical game. That's the Australian price, the lowest I've seen it at. Skyward Sword on the Wii, physical copy, $40. That's the lowest that you can get it for. Now that sounds great. I mean, it's $60 American for a brand new Skyward Sword HD, $69 here by the way, which is one of those things that it looks expensive, right? If you think about that on the surface level, again, it looks expensive. It isn't actually expensive when you think about a few different things. Now, the first thing we have to remember is that people may not have a Wii or a Wii U console, which makes that game a little bit more difficult to access. Now, why do I say it makes it a little bit more difficult to access? Well, that's basically because purchasing a brand new Wii, I think that the lowest price that I saw for a brand new Wii was $50 Australian. Now, you got to remember that $50 and that $40, $45 actually for Skyward Sword, would be a $95 price tag right there already, just for getting the Wii and the physical copy of the game. Now, other people suggested that you could get the Wii U, and on the Wii U, this is the American price. I haven't looked up the Australian price for Skyward Sword on the Wii U, the digital version, but the American price is $20. So I'm going to combine that. I'm going to assume that the Australian price is going to be a little bit more. Let's assume it's $25. Just to be gracious, it's $25 Australian. Let's assume that, right? So then you've got to get a Wii U. Now, a lot of people didn't have a Wii U. You've got to remember that there was about 13 million, I think it was 13.6 million copies that were sold for the Wii U. A lot of people didn't purchase a Wii U, so if you do want to get a Wii U, in Australia, the cheapest that I have seen it at, and this is secondhand from like a GameStop basically, is $130. So you're looking at $130 just for the Wii U alone. Then you've got to add in that extra $25, because we're going to go assume, even if you want to go $20, that's fine, the American price, I can handle that, I can accept that, right? But you're still paying $150 for Skyward Sword digital copy, and you've got to get, essentially, because you've got to remember to add in the Wii U pricing there as well if you want to play it on the Wii U or even the Wii. Like I said, that's still going to set you back at least $100. You're looking at about $100. Now, if you are interested in Skyward Sword HD, then the chances are high that you either already have a Switch or you're looking to get a Switch. That's one of the, it's undeniable. If you're annoyed about that, then you probably have it, a Switch, or you want to get one. That's just how it is. I'm not going to go too crazy with that, but that means that you're looking at spending $60 American, $69 here in Australia for Skyward Sword with updated HD graphics, okay, and it does look beautiful. If you watch the trailer, it should be playing behind me as well anyway, but that game looks incredibly beautiful in HD. Then you've got to remember that they have added in button controls, so that if you do have a Switch Lite, you can play it on that, and if you want to play it on the Switch and you don't want to use your waggling around and moving your arms and all of that stuff, you can just play it with a controller. Now that in itself is a great innovation for someone like me who prefers to use just a controller. I'm not a big motion control kind of person. That is awesome. That is a selling point for me already, okay? And that is something that the original version did not have. So you've got to take that into account. Now, a lot of people were annoyed that Nintendo released this game in that Direct as their Zelda release for this. Now, I think that a lot of people are concerned that that is going to be their Zelda 35th anniversary, basically their whole shenanigans, and a lot of people are thinking, why do we get Skyward Sword HD and some Joy-Cons? Great. I think you've got to temper that right now. I'm going to talk more about this next week, but for now, I think you need to temper that idea that this is all you're going to get for this Zelda 35th anniversary. Skyward Sword is great. You've got to to remember too that this has been set up since 2013. This has been starting, okay? 2013, you got the Wind Waker HD. That was when that was a 10-year anniversary, I believe, for Wind Waker. And then in 2015, you got the Twilight Princess HD. It might be 2015, 2016. I'm not 100% on those dates, but that is when you got Twilight Princess HD, and that was again the 10-year anniversary for that game. So it only makes sense for Nintendo to release this game in HD quality, because it's again another 10-year anniversary release since Skyward Sword was released in 2011. It only makes sense. Now, I don't want to go too crazy with all of this and get you guys all annoyed, and some of you are very excited for this game, by the way. I personally am very excited to play this game. I really am. It's a game I never got the chance to play. I wasn't really into Zelda for ages, and now I'm trying to catch up on pretty much all of them. I have a lot of them on, well, I've got the Wii U HDs, and I've got, Ocarina, sorry, I do have Ocarina but up there. I also have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U and the Switch, because I bought it on the Switch initially and just really wanted to play that game, and I'm loving it on the Wii U, by the way. Awesome game. It really is an awesome game. But basically, they're setting this up. This has been set up in motion for the whole last 10 years. This has been coming. You either knew this was coming or you were hoping it was coming, and now Skyward Sword HD is coming to the Switch, and I cannot be more excited for that. The only thing that I want to say now, because I am going to leave, I'm not going to drag this out for too much longer, is temper your expectations for what you're thinking. This is only going to be the Zelda 35th anniversary celebration. I highly doubt that that's what's going to happen with this. Again, I will talk about that more next week. And number two, Skyward Sword HD is actually a very good deal, value for money, even though you may not think it is. For people who haven't got that game as a physical copy or as a digital copy, this is actually a really clever idea. I am definitely going to get that game, by the way. It's one of those things I'm looking forward to. It's going to be my very first Zelda game that I purchased on release day. I've never done that before, so I'm really excited. Until next time, guys, stay positive, stay happy, and remember that Nintendo is probably going to give us a lot more. Anyways, until next time, bye.